Please be advised this podcast is all nonsense. Nothing you hear or see while adventuring with the worm should be taken seriously, or more importantly, fact-checked. Try not to let the mispronunciations distract you from the knowledge being shared. You're just riding with two worms trying to have a good time.
Hello, and welcome to the second episode of The Wandering Worms. And you've now made the single best decision of your entire life by coming back to us. You've listened to the first episode and you've gone, I know what I'm doing. I'm coming back. I'm going back to the wormhole. And here you are. And we applaud you. And thank you.
Love you.
If you know no idea who we are, my fellow worm will help you out with that.
If you're hearing this for the first time, please come and follow us on our social media page, which is a Twitter page, which is @wandering_worms. Make sure you add the underscore. It's important.
You can email us at connecttotheworms@gmail.com. Any questions, if you need any information, then let us know and we'll happily answer anything or come back to you on the podcast. Just any information you want, just drop us an email.
If you haven't listened to our first podcast, please go and listen to it. You're missing out on life. It's called Leaving the Wormhole.
Yep, and it was uploaded probably about 2 weeks before this one, because we're in the past at the moment and we don't know the upload schedule.
And if you listen to it, we are given permission to eat.
Eat? What?
I don't
understand that.
I thought we weren't allowed to eat until people listen to the podcast.
Yeah, but we haven't been permission to eat yet.
Yeah, no? So we're waiting.
You just said we had permission to eat.
No,
You're
we
eating.
need.
If you've been eating.
I'm so sorry. I'm weak. All right, I'm a hungry worm.
I can't believe this. Can't believe you've betrayed me in this way.
I've been feeding you through an IV drip while you sleep, so shut up.
Oh, God. Talking about food.
Okay.
There's a new year and new trend.
Yep.
Hashtag new year, new trend.
Yeah.
That's not hashtag.
Yeah, that's a new thing.
Plant-based food. Right. This has confused me severely.
Okay. You want to lie down?
A little bit.
Okay.
I'm a bit hesitant to what plant-based food is.
Is it just a salad?
No, right.
Okay.
Why is it called plant-based food? Because you don't call a house a concrete-based building because it's built of bricks.
Okay.
But its foundation is concrete.
Yeah.
But the concrete has very little to do with the house. So a house is brick, mortar, and breeze blocks traditionally. The cement aspect of it is minor.
Okay.
Is this the same with plant-based food? So, yes, sure, the building blocks are plant, but the actual food, that's meat, mate. But it's based on plant.
No, because your example was talking about a house.
I'm just laying it down.
Okay. And that's what the concrete was. It was laid down,
it was laid
but
down.
it's at the bottom. You're not saying plant-based food is...
But you are. Based is the building blocks, the bottom, the base.
No, but you don't put, like, a cheeseburger on a leaf, and you're like, now it's plant-based.
Oh my God, you figured it out. It's plant-based food.
Oh, well, even better, yeah. We don't even need to worry about it.
Yeah, so it's a concept that baffles me. What is plant-based food? I haven't made any effort into research this, so I'll be honest. I could have looked. I think it's a very weird way of claiming what something is. It's plant. It's not tofu because tofu's tofu, and tofu isn't.
You can't just use the word in explaining the word.
You can, because tofu is like soy-based, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
But tofu
soy-based though.
But tofu isn't called soy-based because it's soy entity. It's not soy entity food.
But maybe they haven't got a name for plant-based yet, and it's. I don't know. Surely plant-based food is just food.
Yes.
Only. That's it. It's just all food? No. Just food that only has plants in it?
Well, no.
Okay,
no.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from now.
Yes, this is the problem, because if it was food that only contained plants, it'd be plant food.
Yeah.
It would be...
Okay, yeah.
But it's plant-based food, and this is a really shady way of titling it, and it scares me.
Okay, I see where you're coming from now. So you can't be like... You can't have steak, chips and a salad and call it plant-based food. Exactly. Or are we saying you can because it's still got plants as part of the meal, which is the food?
This is what I don't understand. Why are they aggressively marketing?
Is it aggressively marketed?
Everywhere's doing it. Everywhere's doing now. This whole thing is now plant-based. Everywhere you go, everywhere's releasing a plant-based option.
Oh, yeah.
It's this weird goop that scientists have invented, and the people have looked at it and gone, it's plant-based.
And if we call it that, people are going to be like, oh, it's healthy.
Yeah.
Let's not read the ingredients anymore.
Yeah, and I just don't like the way they're calling it plant-based. It worries me.
What is plant-based food then?
I don't know. And why is it called plant-based food?
Wiggle time?
Why are they only interested in letting us know what it's based on? Why are they only...
Plant-based food, but also contains death.
Yeah, like, they're only giving us the basic information. You don't call chips potato-based food. You don't call anything that's made with potato-based food.
No, but you could call it that.
Yeah,
It wouldn't be right.
But no one does, because why would you? You're not trying to hide anything. So what are the plant people trying to hide?
Or maybe they're calling it a category. So if I was to talk about all potato-based foods,
Okay.
so chips, mash, everything, I'll be like, oh, I'm going to have something potato-based with it.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah,
So
which is what they're doing.
No. Okay, so another problem with this. You know, if you're going to cook yourself dinner,
Yeah.
you don't go, right, I'm going to do myself chicken breast with a potato-based side. Do you? You go, oh, I'm going to have chips with it. I'm going to do
No, but
myself.
that's what I'm saying. If you don't know what you're going to have with it, but you knew you were going to have a potato carb.
But Greggs know full well what they're selling. They know already what it is. They're not having to go, well, it might be this one day, it might be this another day. They know what it is. It doesn't need to be plant-based. They can tell us.
Yeah, but they're referring to all of these random items that are now all planty.
But they don't need to. They can tell us what each individual item is. They can go, well, this isn't a burger. It's not. Neither is it a plant-based burger. It is a soybean burger.
Are they using it, though?
To scare me, yeah? Because it's working.
Yeah, but you're easily scared.
Oh, God.
Now, lie down, I told you. They're just categorising all of this
but
new trend.
I don't like
the
what they're
trend
doing it, though.
is called plant-based.
I don't like what they're doing.
They're like, oh, join the new plant-based trend, essentially.
And then we all become plant-based monsters.
I think that'd be great. Would you be like Venusaur from Pokemon? Or...
You start as Bulbasaur, clearly. No one's jumping straight to Venusaur.
But if you go on a plant-based diet, maybe that's a skipping block?
No, because even the plant-based genetics have to bind to you. And they're only going to use your body as a base.
Okay.
No, there's probably a few
Filling in the DNA.
There's a few exceptions who might jump straight to Venusaur.
Okay, then.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Because he's already basically...
Yeah, because he's a beast.
Yeah.
The Rock.
Yeah. Oh, he would definitely jump to Venusaur.
Yeah.
You running out of people that you know?
Yeah, that's the two people I know.
Yeah, well, they are our best friends. Like we talk to them all the time.
Yeah.
So,
But they'd be Venusaur. There's probably a couple of Ivysaurs out there as well.
which order are they in? No, obviously.
Get out.
Look, man, I don't watch cartoons and stuff.
Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur.
Oh, is that order?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Don't judge me on my Pokemon knowledge.
Lack of, should we say.
I still tried to bring them into this for you.
Thank you.
Now you're just knocking me out of the park. How dare you? This is rude.
Yes, I just don't like it. I wish they'd just tell me what it was. It upsets me.
I mean, just don't eat it.
And it unnerves me. I don't eat it. I have no intention of eating it.
Is that because you're scared of it?
Yep.
I don't blame you. I'm not scared of it, but I don't plan to eat
Because
plant-based
it
food.
literally could be jelly beans.
They're not plant-based?
Plant-based jelly beans. It could be literally it could be anything.
Maybe you could make a plant-based jelly bean?
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. They're not telling us what we're eating. They're just saying there's plant in it at the start, and then we take
Maybe
it
it's meant to
somewhere
be
else.
like mystery food. Like you can buy a can of soup, but you didn't know what soup it was. So, say you went out, like your supermarket, whatever, and every single can on the shelves didn't have a label on it. But you get to pick one, but you have no idea what you're picking up.
And I'm fine with mystery soup. Don't get me wrong.
It might not be soup.
Exactly.
Mystery canned goods. Canned-based goods.
I love mystery can-based goods. One of my favourite games.
Yep.
But the thing is with that game is you go into the game knowing you are buying a mystery can.
Okay.
And you don't. It could be custard. It could be beans.
Okay.
But either way, you get the toast ready because you know there's something in the tin. But they know what they're selling me. They don't need to say it's plant-based. They know what's in it.
Would you ever do Suprise can at home?
Oh wait, that's the only way I eat.
Really?
Yep.
I just thought about it now. That was a great idea.
That's the only way to eat. You buy your cans, strip them all straight away.
Yeah. Why you strip them like in a rude way?
Sexy way, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, obviously. Do you recycle the paper
Yeah, I'm
afterwards?
not an idiot.
Oh, you're so erotic.
And then put the cans in the cupboard.
Yep.
Then you shuffle them around so you've got no way of knowing.
Yep.
Then you just go back to it the next day, take it out.
Oh, this is going to revolutionise. I can't say revolutionise.
And sometimes
the way you eat.
get beans and peaches on toast.
Oh, man. Oh, I actually think I might do this for maybe not a month. I was going to say a month and commit to something I couldn't commit to. I might do it for a week. I think I'm just going to take the labels off every single can in my house. What else can I take the label off? I'm just getting excited now about all the things.
You couldn't do it from like juice because you just look at the juice.
Unless you put it in opaque cans, cylinders,
cans.
whatever.
Everything has to be cans.
Yeah, it has to be a can. I'll reattach the lid.
You buy a canning plant.
Ooh, a canning machine actually.
Nah,
you can buy canning machines.
It's more cost effective if you have a plant for these.
I'm only doing it for a week, you crazy person.
Yeah, but cost efficiency always has to be considered.
Well, we are recycling, so it'd be rude not to.
Yep.
Maybe I can just ask them if I can.
I reckon you could
hire
ask
some of their
a
time.
canning plant. Can I just run 200 cans?
Why would I need 200?
How much juice do you drink? I'm just ballparking it.
Oh, at least more. Yeah, actually, good point. Way more than 200.
You get a lot less juice in a can than you do in a carton. And you have to put your milk in cans as well. So anything would have to be canned. You could do it with soap, everything. You could literally...
If I put all the cans in the fridge as well, then I will not even know if I'm going to be getting a drink or food.
No, I don't. I think take it further. Shower gel, soap, toothpaste. Everything is now in unlabelled tins, and then what you do is you just put them in the washing machine. They jumbled up completely. Take them out, put them around the house. You go to brush your teeth.
No, I'm not even going to put them around. I'm going to put them all in one location, and then whenever I need to do anything,
just get a can. Well, what am I doing today?
Take the decision making out of boring, mundane things in life, so you can use your brain. There's a film or something on this.
I'm washing with spaghetti today.
Oh yeah, exactly. Literally, just take a can out. Whatever happens, you just go with it, roll with it.
Why do you smell like spaghetti today? Well, that's what the can decided. And what am I to argue with the cans?
The can gods.
Yeah.
The canned good gods.
The canned good gods.
The canned god goods. Oh no, that was wrong. Don't take that. I think that taking the decision. I think it would be interesting.
It'll speed your life up. Just a can.
Just take a can.
Now, would you use ring pull cans, or would you have can openers?
Ring pull. You're speeding time up. Yeah. Why would you then go, oh, by the way, let me just take 4 hours?
I'm just thinking it's another additional cost to add ring pulls on all the cans.
Not if you go into the canning plant, they do it for you.
Yeah, I suppose the lids already have the pulls on, don't they?
Yep.
So it's just a matter of the lid they put on the can.
It's already flattened and everything, it's just sealed.
Yeah, true. That makes sense.
I'm guessing the lid isn't put on.
No, I think it is, isn't it?
No, I think it's cut with a laser. So it thins the metal.
But then,
all the food's entered from the other side, and then they seal it around the edge. Ooh, because that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because then it's completely fresh. Whereas if you put a lid on and try to seal it,
you then got to
protect
cook
the food
it and stuff, haven't you?
But if you don't do that, if you just do the other side, that's going to be completely released. Then put everything in and seal it from the bottom. Yeah. Because they use that folding thing, don't they?
Yeah. Well, let's go a trip to a canning plant.
I genuinely feel like I want to go there more than like Cadbury's World.
Yeah, I'm going to a canning plant today.
I actually want to go. I'm so excited to go. Find out. Wiggle time it.
What, canning plants? A local cannery?
Oh, wow.
They're actually called canneries.
Oh, wow.
You can rent
canning
them.
Centres.
You can rent them.
How much are they?
This is America. We're not in America.
They are not local to us.
You can really tell by our accent that we're not American, but if you were confused, we're not.
Yep. I am definitely... I think under Bolton. Apparently. As I mentioned earlier.
Maybe we've got no canning plants in the UK. I'm sure that's not true.
I reckon we have canning machines.
Can it? There you go, look, can it?
Oh,
Contract canning? What?
Where is it? Let's go.
Size it, fill it. Bottom?
Oh, it's not even far. And this is... Oh, bookmark that right now.
It's crazy.
I'm so excited.
Right, so we got a couple more anonymous questions this week, because it's only been episode 2, so we don't have many people on Twitter yet.
Still at 4.
Still at 4.
Smashing it at 4. But by the time this goes out, we could be on thousands.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
So we'll just stick with this for now, until the future, and then we'll hopefully have some other types of questions.
Please.
But the first one, if we could scale any animal to the size of a horse, what animal would it be and why?
Horse.
Horse.
Sorted. Next question.
What about pony?
Oh, now you're talking silly talk.
Slightly larger, isn't it? Donkey.
Yeah. I think I would stay horse-based.
You stay Aquarius? Is it
Equestrial.
Equestrial?
Equestrial?
I don't know.
It sounds like mythological.
There's a bit.
If equestrial is actually a word, I'm impressed.
I think because you can be an equestrian. I don't know what's the word. Equestrian? I think that is it.
Yep. We're equestrians because we know all of the horses.
Yeah. think I'd be tempted with lobster.
Look, if we're only going to talk about lobsters, we may as well call this like the lobing lobsters. Because all we do is talk about lobsters.
I love lobsters.
We actually talk barely anything about worms. I don't think we mentioned a worm.
Yeah, we don't talk about worms. We just are
Is
worms.
it like Fight Club?
It's like Fight Club. It's
Wandering Worm Club.
Wandering Worm Club.
First rule about Wandering Worm Club.
Don't talk about worms. I would love to see a lobster-sized horse, because there's something very comical about a lobster the size of a horse.
Okay, the reason I'm not bothered about seeing a lobster-sized horse is because I've already seen a lobster-sized blue whale, which is even better.
That's an enormous lobster.
Yeah.
And then imagine seeing a slightly smaller version of it. So you've seen
like a lobster.
So you've seen a normal-sized lobster.
Okay.
And you've seen an absolutely humongous lobster. What's in
Yeah.
between? Horse-sized lobster.
Giant lobster.
No, that's not as big as a horse, though, is it?
Okay. Never seen a giant lobster. Have you?
Yeah.
The biggest type of lobster you can get?
Blue whale lobster.
Exactly. So why would I ever want to... No, that's fine. But I just feel like I'd much rather see something like a blue whale the size of a horse.
Blue whale the size of a horse would be entertaining.
Or a lobster blue whale the size of a horse. You got to think outside the box, you see.
So
just basically what you want.
okay, but the size of a horse.
Yep.
About
It's got to be really big to them come really small.
a fly the size of a horse.
That'd scare the shit out of me.
It's quite frightening.
I don't know, like a housefly.
Yeah.
See, they seem pretty harmless. Annoying, but harmless.
But could you imagine that trying to fly out your window? You know how they always get stuck trying to find the exit out of the
They
window?
still wouldn't be able to get the window?
Yeah, but wouldn't that be funny to watch?
Yeah, but I also feel like he'd just go to the toilet and leave the toilet lid. I just like, dude, if you're going to fly around the bathroom, at least put the toilet seat down.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Is it just animals or can it do creatures?
Creatures, I think a fish. Fish the size of a, like a
I mean,
goldfish.
that's not a fish. That's not a fish. That's not a creature. But yeah,
Okay, so what are you thinking?
like an ant. Like,
That's not a fish.
yeah, no, I was going creature. No, because have you seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
I have. And I've seen Honey, I Blew Up the Kids.
It's Blew Up the Baby.
No, the kids.
No, isn't it Blew Up the Baby?
That's Baby's Day Out.
No. Oh yeah, Baby's Blue Day Out.
No, isn't it Honey, I Shrank the Kids?
Yeah, Honey, I Blew Up the Baby.
Oh, okay. I knew you blew something up. I didn't know it was the
I
baby.
know because I've seen both of them many times.
Didn't know you were such a fan.
Best film. Rick Moranis, hilarious.
He is hilarious.
We're not doing a film review here. Okay, so can I choose a baby the size of a horse?
Isn't that just a big human?
No, because it would be the disproportionate size of a baby.
And then
the same way a baby has its head is a third the length of its body.
Okay, but would it continue to grow, or would it just then stay the same height and slowly mature into an adult?
I didn't think that far. I just thought about a baby the same height as a horse, so a 6-foot baby.
So it's
It can mature.
really, really thin, so it's pure the height, and it doesn't gain any proportions to the height,
No, it's
or is proportionally.
completely proportional.
Okay.
Just 6 foot tall. Pretty hench, because babies can lift their own weight.
That's a strong baby.
That is. I would pit that against a horse in a fight.
I think it'd win.
Easily. Babies have no common sense. He would think it was just a play horse.
He'd pull its head off.
Yep. I feel sorry for this
He'd
horse.
probably eat it.
Yep. It definitely puts it in his mouth, whether he decides to chew.
Hmm.
Depends if he's teething.
Yeah, it's quite frightening, actually, isn't it?
Yep. That's scarier than the fly. Can I go back to having the fly?
Go back to you want to return the giant baby
Yep.
and have the fly.
I don't have a receipt.
But actually, I do have a giant baby.
And I've got the bag that I bought him in.
And a bag.
So, can I return those because it's within 14 days
Yeah,
of
but
purchase?
you're not returning it, you're exchanging. And most shops have like more
Longer.
lenient switching policies than they do return policies because you don't want your money back.
Yeah, well, I still want something the size of a horse. I'd be stupid not to.
Yeah, it would be stupid to pass that up.
I think this...
I like this shop.
I do.
It's a good shop.
I like the fact that you know everything is going to be a standard size.
Yeah, size standardisation is a good way to make a shop because you know when you go in, you don't have to think, will that fit in my cupboard? You know how big it's going to be, size of a horse.
And when you need to buy things, so for example, a goldfish bowl, you know how big this bowl needs to be. You're like, it's going to be this big a fish. I need this big a bowl.
Now, would the shop sell the accessories for the animals, or just the animals the size of a horse?
If they're going to grow as a business, I think they really need
They'd
to
have to
think
branch
about...
out.
Yeah, of course. It's good business.
How much room do they need anyway to keep all these animals? It's a big shop.
Maybe... Well, if it's a machine doing it, then they just have all the regular size things.
Oh, so you're saying that you go in and you order the item.
And then they...
I was thinking you went in and picked it up off the shelf.
Then you'd have to... Because the fish wouldn't just be lying there. It would be in the bowl. So you'd have the massive bowl.
No, because they might have the fish section in a giant fish tank. And then you get your giant plastic bag with your giant fish in it. And you take it home.
You couldn't carry that.
Yeah, but you get like a wheelbarrow to put it in.
I don't think a wheelbarrow big enough. You need like a digger.
No, if you got a wheelbarrow the size of a horse.
I've got my trailer out back, yeah. Oh, sorry, I've just got my 32 Arctic truck out the back. Can you load it up for me?
Have a fish beast.
So we can deliver it, but we can't put it on your truck for you. And roll this bad boy out. in my fish bag. Fish is going mental, spinning round. Yeah, I think they go and shrink things down. Or do they even have that ability?
I don't know.
Can they only set it to horse size?
It's broken.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It actually had all the settings.
All the settings. But Alan, come in one day, got it jammed on horse.
Yeah. He loved a horse.
He loved horses and horse-sized things.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm putting this on a horse. Got a paperclip stuck in it. Now it's broke.
I don't think it got stuck. I'm pretty much sure Alan got a paperclip. Did jam this.
Yeah, but he's telling people a different story.
Yeah, well, prison. Got to be careful of that prison time.
Yeah, it's got to be careful of the prison time.
So I'm returning my baby to the store.
Okay.
I'm having...
The fly.
The fly. Or something else. I haven't quite decided yet.
What about an octopus-sized horse?
I think you can get octopuses
Or
that are size...
a horse-sized octopus.
But I think... I think you can already get octopuses that big.
Okay.
But that's the beauty of it. You can get fish that are that big, but you want specifically a goldfish that big.
Yeah.
Like a marlin can
Or a
get
stickleback.
All right. Fancy fish boy.
It's not really very fancy.
It's fancier than a goldfish.
But a frog.
Ooh, that'd be pretty cool. Would it still be able to jump as high as it... So proportionally, because we're
Well,
proportionally...
could you imagine if it couldn't? It just jumped.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, my frog is so underwhelming.
It's a little hop. But in fairness, some frogs can jump like 6 foot in the air.
Yeah, but that's impressive for a small frog.
Yeah.
When you're a 6-foot frog, people are like, is that what you can do?
It's higher than I can jump still.
Yeah, but you're not a frog. You're a worm.
That is true. Could we be 6-foot worms?
Are we not?
Well, we're really small.
Oh, that's true.
We do record from this worm tank.
The worm tank.
The wormery.
The wormery.
What's a wormhole called?
What is a wormhole?
No, well, wormhole, but what's a fake worm? So, obviously, an aquarium is a fake fish. Well, is a fake home for a fish, isn't it? Horses aren't kept in... So they're kept in barns, but they're not in the wild. They don't have wild barns out there.
So, an artificial wormery. A wormery?
Yeah. Is it called a wormery?
Yeah, it's a wormery.
You have no idea, do you?
I do. And it's a wormery.
I'm pretty confident it's a wormery.
I'm 99.
Actually, we should know. Yeah, it's called a wormery because we live here.
Yeah. And we have a sign saying, welcome to our wormery outside.
Yeah. Because we're pleasant worms.
Yeah, friendly worms.
Yeah, we like inviting people in, showing them the wormery, take them through the wormholes, show them our worm accolades.
Worm trophies.
Yep. We've got the Waskers. And the Wafters.
Oh, whiskers. That's cat food, isn't it?
What do worms eat?
Cat food. Apparently.
Well, yeah, because you've got unlabelled cats.
Yeah. And sometimes it is cat food.
Yep. Sometimes it's cat food.
Why do we like so much cat food?
We didn't know. Oh no, we did. We had the labels
we
on.
did though.
We weren't scared.
We weren't scared of the cat food.
We clearly both wanted to eat cat food, and we just didn't have the balls to say, should we both
We
just
just
get some cat
started
food?
eating cat food.
Yeah. So, also I had a deal on.
They did have a deal on.
They did, yeah.
Buy one can of cat food for the price of a can of cat food.
Yeah. So we bought 32.
For the price of 32 cans?
Yeah.
Bargain.
Massive bargain. I would have bought more, but they only had 32 cans.
They did. Imagine if they have horse-sized cans of cat food.
Oh, ooh. Tell you what, would it still be the same price as a normal can of cat food?
It depends. I suppose it depends on how the machine runs the process of creating the horse-sized object.
Oh, okay. So, big can of cat food. Does that mean all the food in there is super sized? So it's big chunks.
Or does it just enlarge the can and there's just a tiny bit of cat food in the bottom?
Yeah. Or loads of cat food, but it's all regular sized.
But that doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, it does, because I want to know if I can get big chunks.
Just want big chunky cat food.
You'll form a horse-sized cat.
I think you get a horse-sized can.
Yep.
Filled with regular-sized chunks.
Are we allowed to do this? Because the question was only, or are we just making sure that this cat is well fed?
I thought we were making sure we were well fed.
Oh yeah, sorry, we're eating the food. Yeah, I forgot that we eat cat food.
Yeah.
We call it wat food.
But we called it Whiskers.
It is Whiskers. Whiskers wat food. I don't think I can think. There's so many creatures out there. I'd have to get a list of creatures for me to even think about. Like an elephant, slightly small enough.
Man, that's just a baby elephant. You can get a baby elephant, and that'd be about the size of a horse. But
are baby elephants disproportionate like babies are?
Nah, I think they're in proportion.
You sure?
I think so. An ant would be an impressive horse size as they're proportionally
Well, this is what I was saying when I shrunk the kids. You took me off it because you were trying to blow up babies rather than blow up kids instead of blow up babies. Also, don't blow up anything, please.
Ants would be good.
Yeah, because you could ride it.
War ants.
Imagine going into war with just ants.
Be terrifying.
Ants are strong as well.
But then we fall back on the most terrifying animal, the baby. Like, imagine riding babies on babies' backs.
Or babies riding ants into war. That would be the most savage war, because ants can lift, 6 times their own weight or something?
Something like that.
Babies can lift about the same amount. This would be a savage war. Also, because nobody knows what's going on.
I think you just need one.
One ant.
And one baby.
Oh, are they going to war against each other?
No, just to win a war, any war.
Oh, any war. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, you're trying to start a war. Well, we do have baby riding an ant, and they're like a regular-sized baby riding a regular-sized ant. And you're like, that's stupid. The ant's 7 foot and the baby's 7 foot, and then they just hang up the phone and you never hear off them again.
Yeah, because they'll be just like, oh, how much do you want?
Yeah, how much?
We're not selling it. No, to not release.
To not release it.
Oh, yeah, I'd be scared of that.
I'd be scared of that.
I wouldn't go to war with that.
Nope. Be terrified of that.
The thing is, babies don't think either, so because of that...
Can they think?
Badly?
Yeah, yeah, I suppose.
I mean, I've seen babies eat stuff like that is not edible. Like, physically manage to get rid of it. They're just like, have you done this? You don't even have teeth. So, I'm thinking, with that logic, like, as an adult, you go into war, you have the sense of fear, you're trying to be logical. This baby's just going mental with his hand.
Picking things up, eating it,
throwing it, launching it.
Can you been punched by a 7 foot baby?
Oh, that'd hurt.
It would hurt.
They can scratch as well.
They're really flexible as well. They got the rubber bones, haven't they?
Yeah, rubber bones. See, the ligaments haven't properly formed. Do you think they'd be really good at breakdancing? I'd love to see a 7 foot baby breakdance.
But the problem is you couldn't catch it. You couldn't tie it down. It'd slip out like an octopus.
What, during breakdancing?
No, just in general.
No, I think because they don't get tied down during breakdancing, so I got really confused.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you couldn't. Yeah,
couldn't catch it.
Yeah, babies are quite. I think you could outrun a baby because they don't run very.
Riding
how old is this
an
baby?
ant.
How old is a baby? Like, how old?
Ooh.
When is a baby not considered a baby?
Around 2 years, I think. Toddler. Would that be toddler?
I thought you say round 2. But
Round
you're
2.
around 2 years.
Round 2.
Round 2. Yes, that would be toddler, but what is that age? So around 2 years?
I think so. That's
They
toddler
can
age.
walk at 2. Most babies can walk at 2. So we're going 2 years, so this baby can walk. Because a crawling 6 foot baby, as much as I was scared of the...
But it's riding an ant.
Yeah, if it crawls, I wouldn't be as scared.
Yeah, but if it was riding an ant...
I'd still be scared of the ant riding part, but when he demounts the ant, I'm just like, oh, I'm alright now.
It sounds if we stop the mount.
Yeah.
It's done.
Unmount, unscared, mounted, super scared. 2-year-old baby, mounted, oh my god, scared. Unmounted, still pretty scared.
Yeah, can you just charge you down?
Yep. So in the level of scariness, mounted 2-year-old, scary, like super scary, top of the scare scale. Unmounted.
So 15.
So yeah, level 15.
Yeah.
Then a mounted baby, that's like one that can't walk yet, is like a 10.
Yeah, still a 10.
Then I would do unmounted...
3. It's still, if you're close, still pretty bad.
No, I'm doing unmounted walking one. That's like 8.
Oh, I thought you meant unmounted crawling.
No, unmounted walking is like an 8, and then unmounted crawling is like at least still a 3.
Yeah.
I'm as scared of it as I am of catching malaria from mosquito. 7-foot mosquito.
That would be horrific. But you could see it coming.
And I don't think it'd be able to penetrate your skin because its sting would be too big. It'd be about the same size as your head.
It'd be like just crawling into a tube, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'll just not get stung by you. It would just come over and it'd just be being poked.
It wouldn't be very efficient, would it?
I don't think I'm as scared anymore.
Nah, that's pretty useless.
That'd be really annoying. But I wouldn't be worried about going to sleep next to one.
Could they fly?
Well, yeah, because their wingspan would be...
Oh, actually, yeah, that'd be huge, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
But an eagle the size of a horse?
So the body's the size of a horse, so its wingspan is insane.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, you'd have to have a runway
You would. Be impressive,
for
though.
it to come and land.
It would be impressive, though.
Oh, massively impressive. Bald eagle.
What was he bald?
Yeah, is it on those like the biggest eagles?
I don't know. No, actually, aren't they famously quite small?
What's the biggest eagle then?
Big eagle.
Big Eagle 6.
Big Eagle 6.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know what the biggest is. But I've got a feeling a bald eagle isn't that big.
Yeah, I think you're right. There is a big eagle.
Yeah.
Big Eagle
Big
6.
Eagle 6.
And they've already got like a 7-foot wingspan. So if the body's 7 foot, that wingspan is humongous.
Yeah, they just don't want to be able to take off anywhere.
It would be bigger than the owls in the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, a 7-foot owl.
Owls are boring, they're mundane.
Yeah, but they can turn their head real good.
That would be creepy. Just a 7-foot owl turning its head at you. Why are you trying to imitate it?
That's what I'd try.
Your head's going to fall off.
I'm not an owl, that's why.
Yeah. I can gather you're a worm.
I know. Don't have vertebrae.
I still would like to be 7 foot. I'm fed up of being
Tiny.
3 inches long.
We should go visit Alan and his sizing machine.
Yeah. Ask him if we can get a discount.
That's a good point. We'll ask. We'll get coupons.
Yeah. We'll ask him to follow us.
We'll text him.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
I use my worm phone.
One phone.
I'll go see Alan.
Okay.
We'll plan that in for a following week because we've already got to go and see the Cannery, Oz, and now Alan at the worming machine. No, not the worming machine, the sizing machine.
Any holidays a lot.
Yeah. So we'll have to see when he's available.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, cool. We'll get that on sorted.
Okay.
Put that on there.
So-
Oh, we didn't actually decide what animal.
Oh. Lobster?
Oh, fine, we'll do a lobster. I think goldfish. Because just the idea of trying to roll a goldfish out in the goldfish bag.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But then when am I going to keep it?
We're going to keep your lobster.
In my lobster tank?
You can keep your fish in there.
No, but it'll fight the lobsters then.
No, you've only got one lobster in there.
I've got loads of lobsters.
No, you haven't.
Tiny ones.
No, you haven't. I sold them.
Oh, my lobsters.
I sold your lobsters.
I wonder where they went. I thought they were hiding.
Yeah, they were hiding in the... I set them free.
God's sake.
It's because I wanted this fish.
Well, it's free of my lobsters.
It's because I want the fish.
I haven't got the fish yet.
Alright, you have a lobster, I'll have a goldfish.
You do that.
Sorted.
Okay.
Can they become friends?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. Can you make sure your lobster doesn't eat my fish?
No. E.T. friends.
Alright, I'm changing it to a shark.
You do that? You'll fight
Actually,
him.
I think the lobsters still win. I'm going fish. No, I want my fish. Cool.
Stupid fish. Okay.
Whoa!
Next question.
Okay. So, it's a simple question.
Okay.
Is lava wet?
It's definitely fluid because it moves slowly. How fast is lava?
Depends on the...
How hot it is.
I guess how hot. The gravity that's acting upon it.
The slope.
Yeah. The gravity acting upon it. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, but that's varied by the slope. More slope, more gravity.
Also, the friction between the two surfaces. The lava and... If it's on a frictionless surface.
So, if you're saying if it's done on glass.
Yeah, or a frictionless surface.
Like glass.
Oiled glass.
Oiled glass.
Yeah.
So if you put lava on oiled glass.
Yeah. You just slide the shit down.
But is it
As
wet?
long as the glass isn't just flat.
But is it wet?
Kind of digressed a little there. We'll never do that. Depends what the definition of wet is.
The definition of wet is something being watery.
Then I would say no. There's probably water in there. But if you look at molten steel, everything has some degree of water in it, I presume. Some sort of hydrogen and oxygen combination.
There's dust. Is dust wet?
I'd say no. Because if you eat dust, it really dries out your throat.
So dust is not wet.
Yeah.
Does lava contain dust?
I would say there's an element of dust. But there's an element of water. You can get wet dust. I mean, you can literally get your dust and dip it in water, and it's wet dust, which then
So
would
then
you say is
dust
wet.
contains water, so it does.
But dust itself isn't water. Oh, isn't wet. But dust can get wet.
Okay.
Get wet dust.
Okay. So it's definitely fluid.
It's fluid. It's molten. It's liquid. It's fast. I'm just naming adjectives.
So we can find lava in a volcano.
Okay.
What else is in a volcano? Water fountains.
Pigeons.
Pigeons. Goats. I think there's goats.
Mountain goats.
Mountain
Volcano goats. Are they like ibex?
Goats contain water.
They do.
And okay, so if a goat falls into lava,
It can't.
why?
It walks across lava. It's like Jesus.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But only lava. It can't walk across any other fluid. So if you put it on like tango, it falls in tango.
But custard.
Falls in. It's too liquid. There is a level.
So custard isn't liquid enough, but so what's more viscous than lava?
Treacle, maybe.
Can they walk on treacle?
Nope. Just. It's not about the density.
So
It has a
hooves, adapted hooves for lava walking.
No. It just has an agreement with the lava.
No, it's just a formal. Is it even formal or just like passing
it's
agreement?
like
don't gobble me up, I'm a goat.
No, it's like the Declaration of Independence. Declaration of lava goats.
Okay.
So they have made an agreement that the lava will never engulf
A goat.
lava goat.
Just a lava goat.
Yeah.
So if I took my goat,
He's dead, mate.
oh shit!
I told you not to take him. Burnt to a crisp.
I suppose lava's that hot. Any water that touches it just evaporates, doesn't it?
I think it evaporates before it touches its surface.
Yeah,
You know?
it's real hot, isn't it?
Because there have been videos of if you pour a small amount of water, it vaporizes before it gets there. So it depends on the volume of water to lava.
And I suppose if the lava gets cool enough, it turns to
Molten
rock.
Not molten rock, igneous rock.
If it's molten rock, it'd be lava.
Yeah, no. That's why I went no.
Yeah, I think that's quite safe to say that lava isn't water or
Isn't.
wet.
But we don't know what the definition of wet is. We're doing definition of wet as being
Watery. Or...
having water on it.
Okay, so when you get out of the shower, you are wet. But
Yeah.
why are you wet? Because you're covered in water.
Okay.
So I suppose the definition of wet would be covered in water.
But that's what we're saying. The only time it will be covered in water is when it turns to rock. Because anything that tries to touch it...
Is gonna. So I don't think lava is wet then.
It can never be wet.
It can never be wet.
Any water that tries to touch it either vaporizes or
Cools it down enough.
cools it down enough that it becomes a rock. So it's not actually
Lava anymore. Oh, that's easy, isn't it? So no,
No.
lava's not wet.
This is the first time we've ever answered a question and we think we might be right.
We think we're right. Lava's not wet. Definitely
Yeah.
not wet. It's hot. That's true. And it's fluid.
Yep.
That's true. Because if you put it in a box...
And it has an agreement with lava goats
See it?
that they're both signed at the bottom with a hoof and a
splotch
rock.
A bit of rock, yeah. Because it
Yeah.
would have cooled down. Because
Cooled
otherwise
down.
it would have burnt the paper.
because of the water
Ah,
on the paper.
interesting.
Throw some water on there, throw a bit of lava at it, cools down, sticks to it.
Sorted. Okay. So on that note, I think...
Yeah.
we've
If you, and as always, if you have a different opinion on it, or you have a better creature that you can think
than a lobster.
than
That'd
a
be
lobster
stupid.
or a goldfish, which you're going to struggle, but I'm willing to hear your opinions, then tweet us at
wondering_worms or email us at contacttheworms@gmail.com.
or even better than the wrong email, connecttotheworms@gmail.com,
That's what I said.
which is the email that you actually want to get us on.
That's what I said.
Yep. Also, just an extra little thing. When we do get some questions in, we'll totally put your tag on there. If you tweet us, if you don't want us to tag you, email us, and we'll just keep it as an anonymous question.
Unless you want to email us and be shouted out, then let us know on that as well. If not, we won't. Whatever. Just let
We'll
us
throw
know.
some shouts to our full followers and anybody else who starts following us.
And The Rock, as always. Nice to meet you.
Yep. Well, I think we should just mention him every single podcast.
Yeah, I love
Because
The Rock.
he's pretty much our idol.
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson, can I call you Dwayjo?
Ooh.
I'll let that ruminate with you.
Or Big R.
Big R. As in like The Rock.
It's The Rock. Only The Rock because he was the lava, but he got wet.
Ooh.
He got so wet he became rock.
He, in a lot of his pictures, he is wet. Now, I thought it was from going to the gym, but maybe he has to constantly cool himself so he doesn't go lava mode. Maybe he can return.
He's constantly struggling.
Oh my
to
god,
not
it's just
become
become
lava.
even more amazing. So we're going to call him Big R or Dwayjo,
Or
if he's cool with that.
Lava Man. Now we know.
Superhero name.
Yeah.
Superhero.
He's a superhero. We know that.
I really hope one day we get to meet him.
We will.
We can ask him.
Dream big.
Maybe we can ask him if we can become his sidekicks.
We can try.
Yeah, it might take some time.
Okay, we're waffling.
As again, just quickly, at wandering_worms, wandering spelled W-A, and then the email,
And the
correct
rest of
email.
and the rest of the word. It's not just spelled W-A, just in case you type in W-A and you start. It's the rest of the word wondering.
Wandering spelled with an A, _worms.
And a W, and an N, and a D, and an E, and an R, and an I, and an N, and a G. All the letters included in wondering.
Cleared up. And connect to the worms at gmail.com.
Which is what I said. And yeah. Bye.
Worm out!